Hello, everybody. This morning on February 10th, I was actually finally able to catch a trade again. I haven't traded since, I guess, last Wednesday, which was a week ago. So I didn't find a good setup last Thursday, February 4th. The 5th, I didn't trade. And then this Monday and Tuesday, so the past 2 days, I have not found anything I have liked. There has been no volume in the market. And today, finally, a trade popped up that I liked and I was able to execute on it. So basically, as we could see, we're in a strong uptrend on the 4 hour with breaks and retests of horizontal levels and looking like it's rejected this area at about 144.86 twice and a third time again today. So now heading down to the 1 hour again, once you can see that it's been rejected once, twice, finally broke and closed above. Um, this actually, since this wick was another rejection zone up here, this wouldn't necessarily have been a good buy because there was only a about a 6 pip range. So obviously we'd like more than that when we're trading in the zone. So I waited to see how price action would play out. And I guess let's head down to on my execution time frame. So once I saw that it rejected similar to where this wick was, I was started looking for shorts just because we have this clean traffic all the way down. And so I figured if we could, price could close and break and close below this strong level at about 144.94, we'd be able to stay below it. Also, this is a high, a yearly high, and it's a very strong psychological level at 145. So it's very tough to break through this level. You need a lot of momentum, a lot of volume to break through a level like this. But my execution was actually on the 15 minutes. So as you can see here, we had we had about 12 candles that were not able to really move at all. They weren't able to break up above 145 really, and they weren't able to break below this strong support. Now, once this bearish candle right here closed with no wick at the bottom, usually that's not a setup I like to take when there's no wick at the bottom, but for some reason I felt confident with it today, and I actually executed my first position right here. But I executed that position with about half my percent risk, so half of what I usually risk. And then price came up. Of course, I entered here. My stop loss was above the wick of that current candle, or the one that closed. Now, when price came up, since it was only half my risk, I wasn't too worried, but I also was pretty confident that it would. Of course, we're going to get a retest of the zone. So if price began to move back down, once it broke that low, I was planning on adding the second half of my position. So as it did, price came up, rejected the zone, came back down, broke below, and I added the second one a little bit lower, somewhere around here, somewhere around 144.9, and I added that second half of the position. When I added this position, though, my stop loss was actually only above this candle right here. So that wick at about 144.966 was my stop loss. So I believe, let me see if I could, my positions, I guess the average of them were probably somewhere right around there. Originally, my stop loss was here on the first position. Once I added the second, both stop losses were moved down to here. The trade was managed, and my take profit was actually right about there, a little bit lower at 144.8. And oh wow, I didn't realize that it just nicked the take profit. I actually closed a little bit early at about 144.82. But yeah, once it broke, closed, and then broke its own low, I was anticipating it to come down. I left no runners since I haven't had any trades this week, so I wanted to ensure profit, leave with my profit. If I did leave runners, they would have been stopped out at break even, as we could see. So I guess today it worked out. Some days that's not the case, and they'll just keep running towards your final TP, would have been somewhere around right here. But you know, it's it shows that patience is key. I waited all morning. I waited probably about 3 hours for this trade, 3 hours for a 5-minute trade. And I've waited the last 3 days for this trade because I haven't traded yet this week, not finding a setup I was comfortable with. So just once you got to be confident in your analysis and stick to what you know, stick to what you're comfortable with, and good things will happen. So that is my full breakdown today for February 10th. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Please do like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you all have a good day. So thank you very much.